Alright guys, how we doing? We're back for, I just said a bunch of times already. Back for mission number 2, Operation Snowblind.
While you were busy on Capella, the Aeon pushed out of the quarantine zone and attacked our positions on Luthien. Our forces there are holding their own, but they will fall unless they're reinforced. The strategic importance of Luthien cannot be overstated. The planet is rich in natural resources and home to a small research and development facility that is doing work vital to the UEF. It must not fall to the Aeon. Colonel Arnold will oversee the op. Lieutenant, you will support the Colonel. Questions?
How much longer am I going to be holding this guy's hand?
You have your orders, Colonel. A word of warning, Lieutenant. The Aeon are brainwashing monsters who have only one purpose: to spread their so-called way. Do not listen to anything they say. Attack and kill them with extreme prejudice. You gate in 30.
We are anti-religious. So yeah, that's basically the storyline so far. The Aeon are religious people trying to brainwash everyone else according to us. I didn't mention this in the first one, but you can slow down time. So you can drop down some stuff at the beginning here and get a decent head start going. Let's not do that, because then I'll run out of mass, and then now I'll run out of power and other difficulties.
This is Director Stenson of the Science Station Lima Foxtrot. Our power core...
It's a little loud, let me change
has been breached, and we are unable to repair it.
that. That should be
If
better.
it isn't contained
Should
soon,
be able to hear it
the
fine.
entire
Should be able to hear
facility will explode.
Colonel Arnold, General Clark's orders are to get to Station Lima Foxtrot and fix that power core ASAP. Earthcom out.
Indeed. Oh, I forgot the speed up time. There we go. Silly me. So yeah, my objective is to get someone over here to repair this. But you might notice there's a mountain in the way, which means we'll have to use an air transport, which means we have to secure the air as I scratch me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I apologize, I just punched the microphone. I didn't mean to do that. I need to fix my headset now. Yeah, see, now I ran out of energy. I'm so used to Forged Alliance, which is the one after this, which I think I'm going to be playing that too, because it's a continuation. And it's also better, in my opinion. I'm so used to the build order in Forged Alliance, where you build a factory, you build 2 power plants, 2 mass extractors, and then some more power plants. That does not appear to be the way this is going to go, though, because now I'm out of power and mass. Yeah, I need more power. Oh well, we'll fix that eventually. They give you 43.5 minutes to get to that guy's base, and that's only objective 1. So hopefully it doesn't take me that long to do it. It has taken me that long to do it before, but hopefully we should be relatively fine this time. It's also very quiet in this area, which is suspicious. I've already beaten this whole game, but suspicious nonetheless. So what you want to do at first is you want to...
What the? Those eggheads dropped me on the wrong side of the continent. I'm no help, Earthcom. It'll be hours before I can get there. Tell Clark the rookie will have to do it on his own.
I can hear you, dude.
Lieutenant, General Clark has placed you in charge of the op. Establish a base with some basic defenses, and then build an air factory. Colonel Arnold will advise as necessary.
I don't need your advice. Anyway, what you want to do at the beginning is make sure you have at least one land factory built up so you can build engineers, or an air factory depending on which your focus is. And then build up your economy. Take over as many mass spots and energy spots as you can in your immediate area. And try not to do what I've done here, which is completely run out of mass and energy. When you get to the point where it's all the way to 0, all of your construction slows down greatly. So that's not always a good sign. That's actually never a good sign. Don't do that. But I'm getting these power plants built, so we should have that fixed shortly. And he is going to stand there for a second, because he has nothing to do right now. These are hydrocarbon spots, I believe, which are basically the energy equivalent of mass spots, mass deposits, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, a hydrocarbon power plant. They give you a fairly decent amount of power. I think it's 500 when they're completed, which is pretty nice. There's better stuff. It's basically a T2 power plant, I think, if I recall correctly. There's also mass fabricators. I don't use these because they're really not that useful. In all honesty, they take too much energy to do what they do, and even then they don't do it very well. So what you want to do around these hydrocarbon spots, though, is you want to try and build energy storage, because energy storage, when it's built next to a power plant, will enhance the power output of that structure. So surrounding it like this is going to greatly increase what this outputs. We'll see that whenever this dude finishes building it. In fact, help him. And then you, sir, will build more little power plants over there, while this guy builds some basic ground forces. Like that. Okay. Except I have no mass. Oh dear. I forgot about that. So this guy needs to build.
Colonel Arnold has confirmed that you have constructed an air factory. We're uploading the schematic for the
Thank you,
C6 Courier
Colonel
Light
Arnold.
Air Transport.
He's stalking me.
Attention Station Lima Foxtrot. This is Templar Min of the Aeon Illuminate. We have no intention of harming you. Surrender now and avoid unnecessary bloodshed.
Don't listen to her.
Apparently it's only 100 energy production base, so it's 5 tier 1 power plants, but it's not a tech 2 power plant. But you can see here it's at 108 now, so each one of these little energy storage appears to be adding 4 to the energy processing rate, or something along those lines. Something like that. I don't know. That's a tad far away from my main base, but I'll try and grab it. Yeah, each one's adding 4 so far. Build some interceptors. This dude needs to walk back this way. This mission, they basically give you this this whole place right here as your base. There's no enemies until you get out to here, so they give you a large place for base, especially at this tier level, because you really can't build very much at this tier level. But they do give it to you nonetheless. I still don't have any mass, which is sad. They give you way too much power. I might have to build some mass fabricators. Actually. These also do increase the maximum amount of energy you can store by 2,000 apiece. Every engineer and commander also increases it. Okay, well there's some enemies. It's always good. So, can I build? No, can't build any more mass fabricators or mass extractors. That's slightly problematic. Not the best start to this mission, but I still have 37.5 minutes to get over here. I think we'll be fine. I could have sworn this mission had more mass extractors, but I guess not. This dude's got a ton of mass extractors. Like, he's got 2 right there, and then there's another one, then a 4th one, 5th. Seriously, this dude's loaded on mass extractors. I wish I had some of those, but yeah. Oh, they changed the amount they're adding because it's based on a percentage, so yeah, I think they're adding a little bit more than 4 now, so because it's at an odd number. I think one of them added 5 at some point. I need more of this thing, because I need more engineers. Now it's quiet. I think it's just the sound's too low. Let me up the sound here. Is that better? I don't know. I think that's better. Should be better, should not be better. Don't know. Can't really tell. You know what? You will stop building that for a bit, because let's be honest here. Don't need any more power. What I do need, however, is some anti-air towers, and I like to build them in little groupings of 4, not next to each other, because then they can be easily bombed. It's never a good sign. You all here build 3 of those. That's gonna suck up a bunch of my power. I think they use 40 apiece, so, or if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 35, close enough. And they provide a single mass, so it's 35 power to 1 mass, and there's Tech 3 ones as well, which suck up like 2,000 something, 3,000 power for like 16 mass or something like that, so these things are not exactly economical. But I'm gonna build
Sir,
some more
you
things.
haven't built a transport yet. Is there a problem? Earth, come out.
No, there's not a problem. Shut up. Actually, there is. I have no mass. I'm gonna just tell these guys to go on a little patrol here. It'll get them killed, but eh. You can save grouped buildings like this into whatchamacallits, templates, I'm pretty sure, unless that's just Forged Alliance. You should be able to. Can't seem to find the button, but you should be able to. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that's Forged Alliance only, which makes me sad, but that wasn't that hard to set up. So we do that. We'll switch sides just to make it fancy. Like that. There we go. So that provides 100 something, which means it provides a little bit of a surplus on those things, because those only take, what is that, 70, 105. So it does provide a bit of power, so we should be fine. And let's build another anti-air spot over here. Just because those have a really quite limited attack range. And let's take these guys and attack move in this direction, because we need to clear that area out. And then you guys need to build a radar. Which is going to be promptly surrounded by walls. Not completely just like that, because it looks cool. Don't ask why I did that. I felt like it. Actually, you know what, let's completely surround it, just so we don't have tanks and stuff getting stuck on the radar. Because that happens sometimes. Alright, that should give us a visual range on some dudes here while these guys are killing them. Those dudes right here firing the funny sound waves or whatever they fire are the Aeon Scout robot dudes. Not the actual scouts, those are just the little early game harass dudes. Dude dieds. Let's see. Another anti-air down here. Just because I know for a fact it's going to be needed at some point. I'm cheating. I still need mass. So much mass. As you can see though, these guys are out of fuel because they're flying extremely slowly. Which is to be expected considering they've just been going circles over here without any refueling ability. Other than that, though, we're clearing them out pretty well. Although all of my anti-air blew up. So, not the best result. Anti-air is good. So yeah, I'm out of mass again, which is to be expected. How much mass? Oh, that's why it takes 6 apiece to build that thing. Or to build these things, these energy storage. I guess I need some mass storage too, to be honest. Whenever he's done building that, I'll send him somewhere. I don't know where. To be honest, I really don't know where. Yeah, see, now my guys are getting bombed because they don't have any anti-air. I think they're gonna get bombed anywhere. These guys are fine. Planes are extremely weak, by the way. Like those guys right there only have 18 hit points, so just like getting skimmed by one of these turrets will kill them. But turrets can't aim very well, so can't exactly expect that.
The core temperature has doubled. We can't last much longer.
You can last another 30 minutes, chill. I'm not really sure why they give you so much time. I think like 20 minutes would be fine. Because, I mean, right now I could easily build a transport, sneak it through here since I blew up most everything and managed to get over there. So, yep, he got hit by something. Die, victory. You know what? Help that. You guys, mass storage. Thought there were more of you than that, but whatever. Having this many mass storage isn't really going to help the production of these things. It's just going to give me a bit more buffer before I run out of mass, which I'm about to do again. Everything's all interconnected with fancy lines and doodads. Pew pews. Let's build one of those. And then I'll have these guys protect the transport dude. As my commander gets himself stuck on everything over here. Pew 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 pew. I can't see you because you're off the map. Please die. There we go. I believe he shot one of my planes, which isn't cool, yo. Yep, there's the transport. These Tech 1 transports are really quite small for the for transport at least. There's some far bigger units in this game. In case you haven't figured that out yet. Some more mass storage on that one. Yeah, you see they're still only building or producing one mass. What I could do is build these and then surround them by power plants, but can't really be bothered.